Welcome back to another player build, y'all. Today we have an early 2500 sub special and of course a 4-nation face-off theme one. We have Team Finland builds for y'all. We have Barkov, Rantanen, Heiskanen, and Soros. And let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into how to make these builds. We got Barkov first, then Rantanen, then Heiskanen, then Soros right after. Timestamps will be in the description below if you want to skip to any specific build. Let's get right into how to make the Barkov build for y'all though. Now first, of course, for the Barkov build, there is literally only one archetype that would be right or remotely accurate to represent Alexander Barkov, and that is of course a two-way forward because he is one of the best, if not the two-way best forward in the game right now. And he is of course 6'3", 214 pounds. We are actually going to be able to make him his actual height and weight. He is of course a left-handed shooter, and just a heads up, in the gameplay in the first one we did mess up a little bit. I did not realize my boy Jag was actually on a right-handed shooter. So in the first game Barkov is a right-handed shooter, but in the second and third game we do have it fixed for y'all, so just a heads up. And of course abilities and boosts we'll come back to as always. First, for Barkov's technique attributes, we are going to add 3 to speed because he's definitely not the fastest skater, but he's not the slowest skater by any means. Then we're going to add 2 to balance. We're going to add 1 to both slap shot and wrist shot accuracy. Then we're just going to take 3 off agility, as Barkov's just not necessarily known for his agile skating. Next, for Barkov's power attributes, we're going to add 4 to puck control, as of course he's super skilled with the puck on his stick. We're going to add 3 to acceleration. We're going to take 4 off endurance, then take 1 off both slap shot and your wrist shot power as well. After that, for Barkov's playstyle attributes, we're going to add 5 to stick checking, as of course Barkov is of course one of the most talented centers at stick checking and stick lifting and poke checking in the league, so we're of course going to credit him with that. Then we're going to add 4 to offensive awareness, add 3 to passing, then take 4 off body checking and 2 off defense awareness, and we are going to have 10 extra skill points left over. Then for your tenacity attributes, we're going to add 4 to both hand, eye, and to your strength. There we're going to take 5 off both shot blocking and your durability as well. And finally, for Barkov's tactics attributes, we are of course going to add 5 to faceoffs because Barkov is a super talented centerman, of course, on the draws. Then we're going to add 5 to deking as well. We're going to take 5 off fighting, and we're going to take 4 off discipline. Now going back to abilities, for Barkov's zone ability, you could of course use pretty much any of these abilities and it would be accurate. Quick pick, he's really talented at intercepting passes. Stick him up, he's really talented at, of course, like I said, poke checking, stick lifts, and all that good stuff. But the one I actually decided to go with was Yoink for him. Reason being is he's just one of the most talented players, and not even just centers, one of the most talented players when it does come to stick lifting. So I decided to use Yoink for him because I thought it would be pretty accurate. Then for Barkov's superstar abilities, for his first one, of course, y'all already know what we're going with. There's not many players you can go with this for, and it will be accurate, but Barkov is absolutely one of, if not the most accurate one for it, and that is, of course, all alone, because he's one of the most talented and one of the best players on breakaways and penalty shots in the league. Then for his second one, there's a couple of different ones you could go with. If you wanted to make him like a really good passer and show off his passing a little bit, you could, of course, go with tape to tape or third eye or something like that, but I'm just going to skip all that, and I'm going to be so real with y'all. We went with It's Tricky. Reason being is he's super talented at the between the legs dekes and kind of just different dekes that normal players aren't necessarily, I'm not going to say aren't able to do, but maybe are afraid to do in certain situations. And Barkov pulls it out and gets it done like it's absolutely nothing. So It's Tricky definitely feels like an accurate ability for him. And finally, for Barkov's boost for his first one, also part of the reason why I didn't give him a passing ability is because we're actually going to use the passing boost, which is going to get his passing up to a 92. So we don't really need a passing ability because that attribute is more than enough to show off Barkov's passing. Then for his second one, we did of course take down our defensive awareness a little bit, but we have to get it to 90 so that we can show off his defense awareness. So we're going to use positional IQ. Now we have 90 defense awareness and 90 offensive awareness. If you look at this build and you were to tell me what player this is, this to me feels like one of our most accurate player builds. I feel like this represents Sasha Barkov so well. So let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into how to make the Mikko Rantanen build for y'all next. Let's get it. Now, of course, moving on to Mikko Rantanen, there is only one archetype that really represents him. I tried with a few different ones. I tried with a power forward. I tried with a few different ones, and it just did not work out the same. The only one that actually feels accurate for a Mikko Rantanen build is, of course, a sniper, which does kind of suck because for a lot of these like oversized snipers, we of course can't go with his actual height and weight. He's listed at 6'4", 215 pounds, but we're just going to have to make him as big as we possibly can, which is 6'1", 205 pounds, because that is, of course, the biggest that you can make a sniper in this game. He is, of course, a left-handed shooter, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. Now, first for Mikko Rantanen's technique attributes, we are going to add 4 to his speed. Reason being is he is, of course, a super big and super large player, but he's definitely not the slowest skater and definitely not the least agile skater either. So we are going to add 2 to his agility because he is kind of a sneaky good skater, and he doesn't always get kind of the credit for that. So then we are going to take 2 off wrist shot accuracy, 1 off slap shot accuracy. I know he has an incredible shot, but 88 and 87 is more than enough to show off his remarkable shot. Next, for your power attributes, we are going to add 4 to acceleration, add 3 to puck control. Then we're going to take 4 off endurances. Like I always say, I'm just not really focused on showing off the endurance on these player builds. And we're also going to take 2 off wrist shot power as well. After that, for your playstyle attributes, we're of course going to add 5 to passing, as Mikko Rantanen is a super skilled passer. We're going to add 2 to offensive awareness. We're going to add 1 to body checking, as of course Mikko Rantanen can lay down the body when he needs to. Then we're just going to take 2 off stick checking, as he is a really solid defender, but that's just not really what I'm focused on showing off for this Rantanen build. Then for your tenacity attributes, we're going to add 5 to strength, add 3 to your hand-eye, then take 5 off both shot blocking and your durability. And finally, for Mikko Rantanen's tactics attributes, we're just going to add 5 to deking simply, and we're just going to take 1 off fighting skill. And I know he's obviously not a center, so we don't really need faceoffs or anything like that, but he's also not really like the most disciplined player or anything like that, so I didn't want to up his discipline super high. I didn't want to tank his fighting for no reason. I didn't want to tank his face-off for no reason. So I felt this was just fair to just leave it at this for his tactics attributes. Now, going back to abilities, for Mikko Rantanen's zone ability, you could of course give him any of these abilities pretty much like with most of these players, and it would really accurately represent him. However, the one I decided to go with is of course close quarters. Reason being is it really shows off that wrist shot, and when he's close to the net, if you leave Mikko Rantanen open or even remotely open close to the net, he's going to absolutely laser that thing past the goalie, and I feel like close quarters does the best jobs out of all the abilities of showing that. Then for Mikko Rantanen's superstar abilities, for his first one, while close quarters does show off his incredible wrist shot, it does not show off his remarkable one-time shot, so that's what we're going to go with for his first superstar ability, is it of course going to be 1T. Then for his second one, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to go with here. I debated giving him puck on a string because he is really talented with the puck on his stick, even though he's not the fastest skater, so ankle breaker wouldn't have really made sense, but puck on a string definitely would have. However, I decided to go against that, and I actually decided to give him a passing ability because I think he's just a slightly better passer than he is a stick handler, so I decided to give him tape to tape for his second ability. And finally, for Mikko Rantanen's boost, regardless of that, for his attributes, I thought both his passing and his deking attributes were both a little bit low, so we're going to go with controlled passing for the first one. Then for his second one, we are of course going to go with controlled deking, and this is of course how we remade Mikko Rantanen right here in ESHL. Let's not waste any of time. Let's hop right into how we made Miro Heiskanen right after this. Let's get into it. And of course, to remake Miro Heiskanen, I did try and make him a puck moving defenseman. I tried to make him an offense defenseman. I tried to make him kind of a defense defenseman and give him a little bit of offensive ability. But of course, the only thing that's going to really accurately represent Miro Heiskanen is a two-way defenseman, because he is literally the true definition of a two-way defenseman. He can get it done on both sides of the ice. He's a phenomenal defender. He's also phenomenal to puck, has a phenomenal shot. He literally can do it all, and that is exactly what you want out of your D-man. Now, for his height, he is of course 6'2", so we will be able to go with his actual height. Now, for his weight, he's actually listed at 197 pounds, but he is a super fast skater, so we're actually going to make him 2 pounds lighter. We're going to make him 195 just to give him a little bit more speed. Then of course he has a left-handed shot, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. Now, first for Miro Heiskanen's technique attributes, of course the main thing we're going to want to show off is his skating, so we are going to add 5 to speed, add 4 to your agility, then we're going to take 4 off balance, we're going to take 2 off slap shot accuracy. We're going to take 1 off your wrist shot accuracy as well. Next, for Heiskanen's power attributes, we're actually going to add 3 to his acceleration, as like I said, he's a super fast skater, but I felt like 90 acceleration was more than fair for him. We're going to add 2 to wrist shot power, then we're going to add 1 to slap shot power, and we're just simply going to take 5 off endurance. After that, for Heiskanen's playstyle attributes, we're going to add 3 to both passing and stick checking, as like I said, he's a phenomenal defender. We're going to add 2 to offensive awareness, and we're going to take 2 off body checking, as Heiskanen is just not the biggest body checker in the world. Then for your tenacity attributes, we're just going to add 5 to strength, 2 to hand-eye, then take 4 off your durability, and 3 off your shot blocking. And finally, for Heiskanen's tactics attributes, we are of course going to add 5 to deking, as like I said, he's a super talented stick handler, of course, especially for a D-man. Then we're going to add 2 to discipline, as he is a remarkable defender as well. And we're just simply going to take 5 off fighting skill, because he's definitely not known for his fighting. Now, going back to abilities, for Heiskanen's zone ability, like with pretty much all of these players, you could pretty much go with any of these abilities and it would be really accurate. He has a remarkable wrist shot. He's a super talented defender, but I went with kind of a hybrid of all the different defensive kind of abilities, and that is of course shutdown. It makes him be able to kind of body people off the puck, but it also makes him be able to be super talented with his stick as well, which is exactly what Heiskanen is as a D-man. Then for Heiskanen's superstar abilities, we of course had to give him an offensive ability, because it would only be right, and the only offensive ability that really would make sense for a D-man is of course Heat Seeker, maybe Thunderclap, but he just has an absolute rocket of a wrist shot, so I wanted to give him Heat Seeker to show that off. Then for his second one, I really wanted to give him a skating ability. Of course, there is no elite edges in the game that you can actually equip to your player, so we have to do the best with what we have, and we're actually going to go with in reverse. And this actually is a super accurate ability for Miro Heiskanen as well, because he is definitely a really fast D-man at getting back against the rush, 2-on-1s, all that stuff. In reverse definitely is super perfect for him, because he is really good at getting back in the rush. And finally, for Miro Heiskanen's boost, for his first one, we're actually going to give him positional IQ. Reason being is I wanted to get him at least 90 defensive awareness. The fact that we got him a little bit more at 92 is of course better. And of course, for his second one, we're actually going to go with controlled passing. Reason being is I didn't go with a passing ability, because I just felt like there were slightly better abilities that I could have gone with, so I wanted to boost up his passing attribute as much as I possibly could as well. And this is of course how we remade Miro Heiskanen right here in ESHL. Now let's hop right into how to make our last Team Finland build of this video before the gameplay. You say Soros. Let's get right into it for you. And for our final build of this Team Finland video, we are of course going to be remaking UC Soros. And to remake him for his archetype, the only one that really makes sense for him is of course a hybrid goaltender. And we are going to be able to make him his actual height and weight, which is literally perfect for this, because the shortest you can make a goalie is 5'10". He is 5'11", of course, not 5'10", but he is 180 pounds right on the dot, which is literally the lightest that you can make your goalie in this game. And he does of course catch left-handed, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. And first, for Soros' low attributes, we're going to add 3 to stick low, add 2 to 5 hole, and take 1 off glove low, and we will have 20 extra skill points, but don't worry about that. Next, for your hands attributes, we're just going to add 3 to glove high, add 2 to stick high, then take 4 off your passing. After that, for Soros' quickness attributes, we're just going to add 3 to durability, 3 to endurance, 2 to agility, 1 to speed, and take 3 off your poke check as well. And finally, for your positioning attributes, we're just going to add 2 to rebound control, add 2 to recover, add 1 to both vision and breakaway, then just take 5 off your angles, as angles is just not really a super important attribute to show off for goalies. Now, going back to abilities, for Soros' zone ability, you could of course go with a few different ones of these like always, but the one that we're actually going to go with is post to post. Reason being is Soros is one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in the league. He's so fast with his reactions, and he is so athletic at moving from side to side and crease, from moving from one post to the other. Literally exactly what this ability does is exactly what Soros is good at, so it's only right that we give it to him as a gold ability. Then for Soros' superstar abilities, for his first one, I actually decided to give him a last stand. Reason being is he is so skilled at saving breakaways, penalty shots, shootout attempts, any of the above. He is so talented at stopping stopping those. Then for his second one, we're actually going to give him Showstopper. Reason being is he'll face 50 shots a night and he'll be able to get you 49 stops with no problem, especially on a not super talented and a very underwhelming Nashville Predators team. UC Soros is definitely your guy, and he is the reason that they stay in a lot of games that they probably shouldn't be in. And finally, for UC Soros' boost, for his first one, of course, we are going to give him Expert Glove Low. Reason being is we have to get him at least 90 on that glove low because he is super skilled with his glove. Then for his second one, we are actually going to give him Scramble Rebound. Reason being is he actually has some pretty good rebound control. Maybe not in the Four Nations Faceoff tournament, as we did, of course, see. But usually for the Preds, he does have pretty solid rebound control. So I wanted to show that off just a little bit more. So that is what we did. And that is how we recreated UC Soros. And of course, all 4 of the Team Finland builds that we did not get to see Heiskanen, but we did get to see the other 3 play, of course, in this tournament. Now, let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into game 1 with these builds. And let's show y'all what we can do. And I promise y'all, you are going to want to stick around for game 2 at least, because it is one of the most crazy, wacky, it's just one of the most BS, just I'm not even gonna say any words. Let's hop right into game 1 for y'all. Make sure y'all stick around for game 2 though. Let's get right into it for y'all. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 1 with the Team Finland builds. Of course, I have to give a huge shout out to the boys. We got my boy Jag on the Alexander Barkov build. We got my boy Pax on the Mikko Rantanen build. I'm, of course, on the Miro Heiskanen build. And my boy Ryan is on the UC Soros build, playing in net, of course. So if y'all are not following them, I will leave their links down in the description below. Please go and drop them a follow. Go show them some love, because I greatly appreciate them for helping me out with this. But Team Finland, I'll be real, I was really excited for Team Finland. Even now, like, we have Miro Heiskanen on the team. He's technically not playing because he's injured, and that's really the story of Team Finland right now. I think they had 11 skaters the other day when they went to practice. So, I mean, that just kind of tells you how kind of injured Finland is at the moment. Oh, great save. Holy shit. What a save, Soros. Great save, Ryan. Oh, yeah, he's fast. He's fast. Bang. Beautiful fucking play. Great setup from Heiskanen. Great play from Rantanen to find the back door there. Now, I did just realize that Jag is on a right-hander on Alexander Barkov. I did forget to tell him to make his player a lefty, so that's completely on me. But just a fair warning, if I do end up seeing this video, this gameplay, yeah, Barkov might be a righty for this one. Shit, that was a terrible play. I should have sent that low. Why did I send that out top? That was such a bad play.
Well, no fucking shit.
Alright, fellas, here we are, hopping into period 2. Like I said, these dudes are a solid squad, so this one's gonna be a tough game to show off these builds a little bit. We're gonna have to just kind of show y'all that these builds can hang around with any team. And that's kind of what I want to show y'all with these, because, I mean, the right build with any team, you really can kind of stick around with most teams. Of course, I mean, you know, there's stuff that they're going to have advantages on us with, like with them having just more speed and everything, and the endurance and better skating. Like, of course they're going to have that, but if we just use our builds right, like, we can win this game 110%. Trip, let's go, baby. Way to draw one there, Heiskanen. Come on. Heiskanen was low-key looking like a little figure skater there on that one. Damn, that's a good save. All right, come on, Ryan Soros. Need a big save out of here, kid. Let me see something. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, damn. I thought I could send that back door again. Stay home. Oh, that's tough. That's a good play. Nice, good defense. Just stay on the pass. Bang! Let's go! I saw that far side open up. I'll be honest, he was committing that short side a little too much there. Use that heat seeker. Beautiful shot from Heiskanen to get us some momentum going in the third. Let's go, boys. Hopping in the third period, y'all. I'm sorry I haven't talked about the actual Four Nations face-off as much as I wanted to. We'll definitely do more of that in game 2. These dudes are just a solid squad, so it's been a little bit hard to be honest. It's very hard to, like, focus up and play super focused against a good squad. Oh, great defense. Way to get a piece of that. and also still try and sit here and talk and do the whole live comp thing. So listen, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'll talk about it more in game 2. I promise y'all. Maybe we'll even bring a little game 3 action. Oh, good save. I really thought he was going to commit to that short side again. Great play. Let's go, Pax. Beautiful read. Way to sauce it up there. Go, go, go. Come on. Keep the momentum going. Great play. Let's go, Rantanen. Cooking up again. They're getting nervous. They're about to take a timeout, I think. Let's go.
You sure about that?
That's a little disappointing because we had an absolute battle going with those guys. It was literally 4-3, and they ended up leaving, and I don't know why it's showing 4-1. But regardless, as you see, Pax on the Rantanen build, he had 3 goals, 1 assist. Me on the Heiskanen build, I had 1 goals, 3 assists, and Jag on the Barkov build, 0 goals, 4 assists. We all had 4 points, and shout out to Ryan for playing hell of a game back there in net. Only 6 goals with a 670, but that 670 was some of the biggest 6 saves of the game. Kept us in it when we definitely shouldn't have been. So shout out to the boys for playing an incredible game. Like I said, let's hop right into game 2 for y'all. I'm going to talk about the Four Nations face-off a little bit more, and we're going to show y'all what we can do with these builds a little bit more. And since these dudes ended up leaving, that means we're going to be bringing y'all a game 3 with these builds. So let's hop right into game 2 for y'all. Let's get it. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 2. We got everything situated now. Jag is on the correct hand. We have Rantanen on the moose skin because that was the whole reason I had my boy Pax going wing, because of course Rantanen needs to be the moose skin. Like, it's only right that the moose is the moose, right? Oh, that is cookies. That is cookies. That is cookies. Big save, Soros. Let's go, baby. Good start. So at the time of recording this video, it is currently Saturday, which means tonight is the night of all the big rivalry matchups. We have Finland versus Sweden at 1 o'clock, and then we got Canada versus US at 8 p.m. But before we get into that, we of course need to talk about the games the other night, which was of course US versus Finland and Canada versus Sweden, which Canada versus Sweden was just literally the best game that I think this tournament could have started off on. I mean, you got the first game going to OT. You got Heiskanen absolutely sniping shit from the blue line. We're not going to see more of that today, unfortunately, because he is hurt, though. But regardless, you had an absolutely incredible game between Sweden and Canada. And then the next night, you got US, Finland, which, listen, that was a phenomenal game until third period, man. The third period, the US just absolutely tore that game open, man. I mean, you get 2 goals in, what, 11 seconds or 18 seconds, something like that. And then from there, the U.S. just did not look back. Hellebuck kind of let in a softie to start. And then after that, Hellebuck was locked the fuck in, which is exactly what I'm expecting from him this whole tournament. Come on, we got 6, 5, 4. Oh, good move. Oh, no, what? What just happened? What? No fucking way. No way, 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 no way. This game fucking sucks. This game fucking sucks. This game fucking sucks. Dude, I think we're stuck. I think we're stuck in the No, dude, we had a fucking goal. What just happened?
We got the goal.
Believe this game. You are. Oh, wow. I can't believe he fucking read that. Great save. Okay, well, fuck me, man. Great fucking save again. Okay, I am so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I have no words. I don't know. That was the first time I've ever actually seen that glitch, and it, like, normally if that happens, it will literally just, like, reset, and then as soon as it resets, you go and it drops the puck again, resets again, drops the puck again, resets again, and you just get kind of stuck in, like, a loop. But the fact that it just literally took a goal away from us and was like, nah, and they ended up scoring from it. We end up having to play 5 more minutes of hockey. So I guess, hey, it's a little bit more content for y'all. So shout out to EA, I guess, for wanting to get y'all more content. But that is a little bit frustrating, and I'd definitely be lying if I said it wasn't. Fuck, that's me. But regardless, let's get back to it. So, of course, the Four Nations face-off, I don't even remember where I was at with my saying. I think I was talking about the U.S. and Finland game and how U.S. just literally tore it open in the third period. So, now, of course, like I said, we have Sweden, Finland at 1 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. That game's actually about to start shortly here, which I'll be doing watching right after I'm done recording. Now, while we are, of course, using the Team Finland builds, I have to give my prediction for this one, and I have to say, I think that Sweden's going to win this one, but I do think that it's going to be a 3-2 OT kind of game. I don't think it's going to go to a shootout. I think it's going to be an OT winner again, much like Canada versus Sweden the other night. But I think Sweden's going to be on the better end of it this time. Then, of course, we got the U.S. and Canada coming at you tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And, oh, what a play, man. What a save by their goalie. Their goalie's making some phenomenal saves. Holy shit, dude. Now, for this game, I expect this one to be a super good one as well, of course. But I actually expect this one to be a 3-1 victory for Canada. I expect it to be a 2-1 game most of the game. But I expect Canada to kind of net an empty net goal. Never mind. I guess he just doesn't have any abilities? Like, what? Yes. Dude! What the fuck is going on? Bro, this can't be serious, dog. This can't be serious. Dude, this is unfucking real. It shows the goal, too. Y'all gonna fucking show that shit and tease me with it, but not even give us the goal. So we gotta... What the... Dude, I've never been happier that I've been recording a game. Good fucking save goals that EA just robbed us of.
I've been hearing.
Is it about 3-3?
Nope, but it's gonna reset on us. And what is going on? All right, fellas, hopping into the third period in the absolute most nutty game I think I've ever been a part of. Not even just this year. Like, I'm talking all of playing Chel, because this shit is glitchy. We've gotten goals robbed from us. I literally am starting to run out of words for what's happening in this game. All I can say is EA needs to fix their shit, because this just should not be happening. We're playing an AI goalie 1, which I think is probably part of what's glitching the game at the moment. And I don't know. EA, just fix your fucking shit, please. This game sucks. Listen, all I'm gonna say, if there's one team that can win this game with all odds against them, it is Team Finland, and that will hopefully show in the Four Nations face-off, because, like I said, they are extremely, extremely injured. So if they can win, it might be nothing short of a miracle. I hate to say it, but y'all are going to be seeing this one. Even if we end up taking the L, y'all are definitely going to be seeing this one, because we're playing well, and we are just... I hate this game, dude. I'm done. I hate this game, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's just get right into game 3 for y'all boys. I had to show y'all that bullshit. Let's get it. All right, fellas, hopping into game 3 with a little bit of a different lineup here. So we still have my boy Pax on the Rantanen build. We still have my boy Ryan on the UC Soros build. But as y'all see, I am on the Barkov build this time, and my boy Jason is in this one for the Heiskanen build in game 3. So if y'all are not following him, y'all know the deal. Go show my boy Jason some love as well, please. Now, I'll be honest. Listen, EA kind of robbed us of a game 2 with some of the bullshit and stuff that we had to go through last game. And I just have to show y'all that, because we made some really good plays and played really well last game. But it was just a matter of EA didn't really want to give us some of our goals and stuff, which was kind of wild. Big save out of here. Let's go. Great flying poke from Ryan Soros there. I mean, listen, if we get an opportunity, I'm going to definitely go for like a between the legs goal or some shit for sure on a breakaway. Let's go. What an absolutely beautiful play from Rantanen and Heiskanen. Get the puck up there on the ice. Get it to Barkov, and Barkov with a beautiful finish. But like I was in the middle of saying before I got absolutely interrupted last game, I definitely think that Canada is going to end up winning the prelim game versus the U.S. I think it's going to be 3-1. I think they're going to score a late empty netter, but I think it's going to be an absolute battle, of course. Great play there from the boys, by the way. We're off to a great start, though, fellas. Let's keep it going. Listen, All I'm going to say is I feel kind of bad for these guys because we just got absolutely, like, EA'd for 2 games straight. So we are going to be trying to absolutely unload on these dudes.
What do you mean by that?
Great play. What a beautiful pass from Rantanen, and great patience there from Barkov. Here we go. Hopping into period 2, fellas, and a really good first period. But I'll be real, I definitely was not making as many passes as I should have, and I was playing a little bit selfish. We do got a Hattie at least to show for it, but I definitely should have made some more passes. But, oh, I was hoping to get a breakaway there. I was going to say, we get a breakaway, man. I'm letting y'all know. We get a penalty shot or a breakaway. I'm absolutely cooking with a between the leg shot. Then of course we do have Canada versus Finland, and I think that one is going to be once again an absolute wash. I think Canada is going to run away with the one against Finland. I think that one's going to be either a 4-0 or a 4-1 victory for Canada against Finland. I don't see them. Like I said, I just think Finland's too injured. If they weren't as injured, I think they would be putting up way more of a fight. Then, of course, we have USA versus Sweden, which I, of course, expect the USA to win that one, too. I expect that one to be a battle. I expect that one to be either a 4-2 or 4-1 game with maybe an empty net goal, because I just think it's going to be an absolute battle. When you have US versus Sweden, I think those two teams are really, really kind of evenly matched. I mean, in reality, all the teams are kind of evenly matched, with every team having their own advantage in different areas. But I really do think that US, especially with the goaltending, I think Hellbuck is going to be really the X factor in this, not just this game, but this tournament, which is going to segue me perfectly into who I'm going to pick for the championship. Because, of course, I do think it's going to be US versus Canada, and I think that the US is going to win by a final score of 2-1, and I know that's crazy to say with all the talent and high-end skill. Great play. What an absolute beauty. Beautiful shot from Heiskanen. Beautiful tip there from Rantanen. But I think it's going to be a 2-1 game, and I really think that it's going to be because of Hellbuck. I think Hellbuck, he hasn't necessarily shown up on the big stage, but I'm having faith in him here. I'm trusting Hellbuck. I really, really think that this is the tournament where he can kind of change the narrative for himself, and I think he can really, really show people what he's made of, because if he can lock up like that against Team Canada, against some of the best players in the world, I mean, that will definitely show that he can do what he needs to for Winnipeg, for sure. Oh, good try. There we go. Great play from Rantanen to set that up. And listen, I can't help it, but Barkov is just burying the back door, too. All right, fellas, here we go. Hopping into period 3, where I will be, of course, talking about the rankings a bit, but I'm going to be real. I did the whole entire ranking drop last time in the last video, so if y'all did miss that, definitely feel free to go check that out right here. I will leave that linked right here. But I am going to update the list, and I will let y'all know where they are going to be in the respected list, and I will let y'all know, of course, why they are there. So Alexander Barkov is now going to be coming in at number 7 because he's going to be right below Clayton Keller, but he's going to be right above, oh gosh, Quentin Byfield. Great play by the boys there to keep that out. Holy, I low-key almost just... Is that not a late hit? Thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, here we go, boys. This is what I've been waiting for with this Barkov build. And I'm hopefully about to show y'all why this Barkov build is coming in at number 7. Let's go. But of course, Barkov is going to be coming in at number 7. Reason being is this build's a phenomenal two-way player. I just don't think it's at quite the level that Datsuk build was. I did like the Datsuk build a little bit more. I feel like the defense a little bit better on this build, but the offense is definitely better on the Datsuk build. And I feel like balanced-wise, I feel like the Datsuk build is just a little bit more balanced. But that's not to take away from this Barkov build, because this Barkov build is absolutely incredible, and great play from Jason there. Way to be patient, way to bait him into that, and a beautiful shot. Then the next build we have to update in the rankings is going to be the Mikko Rantanen build, and I'm going to just be completely real, y'all. Beautiful play there from Rantanen, and Barkov has 6 goals in this one. Holy, I told y'all we were going to pile it on. But Rantanen is going to be coming in at our number 12 spot now. He's going to be just above Mikko. Let's go. Beautiful play there. I think I would have just had a penalty shot, but we have literally 7 goals on this Barkov build. I lost my train of thought, though, but Mikko Rantanen is coming in just above Leon Draisaitl, and he will be just below the Macklin Celebrini build. The reason being for this is he's pretty much damn near the same type of player as Leon Draisaitl. I just think this Mikko Rantanen build has a little bit better defense and all than that Draisaitl build does. I think Leon Draisaitl, that build was just a little bit more one-dimensional. But the reason he's not above Macklin Celebrini, of course, is because Macklin Celebrini does, of course, have the speed and everything like that. Mikko Rantanen's just a little bit slow. And a beautiful goal there. That's 8 from Barkov. It's a two-way D-man build a whole lot this year, admittedly, but I think I'm going to be starting now with that Heiskanen build, that's for sure. A beautiful play by Barkov. Let's see if the boys can finish it. Beautiful finish there from Heiskanen, speaking of the devil. And of course, we cannot finish this video off without updating our goalie rankings, of course, as well. So I have to admit, UC Soros, he's not going to be coming in super high here, and the reason being, there's one main reason. I'll admit, I got to give full credit to Ryan, because he has played absolutely remarkable on that UC Soros build in all 3 of these games, and I got to just fully admit that the build shouldn't be as good as Ryan is making it. I mean, obviously, if you're a good goaltender like Ryan or yourself, I mean, you're more than welcome to. You will definitely be playing well on that Soros build. But if you're like me, the times that I used the Soros build, I played solid, but just not as well as the other goalie builds that we've used. And the main reason being was, of course, because of his height. But regardless, don't let that shy you away from trying the Soros build, because you might try the Soros build and actually like that he's smaller and shorter and a little bit faster and more agile, and that athleticism definitely shows with that Soros build for sure. But sometimes with the Soros build, being that you're shorter, you do kind of rely on the animations a little bit, and when you're shorter, you're just not going to get as many animations, unfortunately. So with that being said, that is going to be our updated player rankings, and like I said, Team Finland has just been absolutely incredible. I think US is going to win the whole tourney, but I really do think Finland could be a dark horse, and there's a clean between the legs from Barkov. Finish it off. Give him the triple hat trick in this 3rd game. What an absolutely remarkable one from the boys. GG's to those dudes. That was a very much needed game on our part, because those first 2 games were a little bit frustrating. We did, of course, win the first game, but those dudes left a little bit early, and we had an absolute battle going. Y'all know what happened in the 2nd game. I don't even have to say what happened in the 2nd game. So I apologize, because we had a little bit of frustration to take out on those dudes. So I'm sorry to them that we had to beat up on them a little bit. But as you see, Pax with the Mikko Rantanen build once again. 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points for him. As you see me on the Barkov build, 9 goals, 2 assists, 11 points on the Barkov build. And of course, Jason on the Miro Heiskanen build, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. And Ryan playing his ass off in net once again with 10 saves and a 9-10 save percentage. Everybody went off with their builds this game. Everybody played super well with these builds. So of course, the 4 Nations Faceoff is absolutely incredible. It's going to be a great thing with the World Cup of Hockey for years to come. So I'm super excited to see what's in store for the next few years. So if y'all are excited as well, if you did enjoy the video and you are enjoying the series, please feel free to drop a like, comment any other players you want to see me recreate down at ESHL down below, and feel free to yell at me for any of my incorrect predictions, or if you disagree with any of my predictions, or you knew I was going to be wrong, feel free to yell at me down in the comments below. I greatly appreciate you boys watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Sub with notice on so you don't miss your favorite players in the future. Greatly appreciate you boys watching. Peace out, y'all.